with not a gag gift, but the Jumbotron Big Light.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That will also basically be shot into space with light. Then it also charges your car. Okay, jumpstarts your car.
Right.
How convenient. It's $79.95. If you don't want the light, the one that can be seen from space, don't worry. It comes with a whole halo of other lighting options for you. Hi, Rufus. How you doing, puppy dog? Give us a call at 1-866-376-8255. Let us know if you use this, if you're buying this. This is a really, really fun gift for underneath the tree, but it's also something that's extremely practical.
Oh, absolutely. This was my favorite gift of the season last year when we only had a few. So it was certainly a sellout, I think, in 2 presentations. But this year we have it. If, you know, there's not that much time left, so you're thinking about that guy, take it from me. This is the coolest gift because this is the ultimate flashlight. So any guy out there, and don't think, well, oh, my husband or son, he already has a flashlight. No, that's meaningless. You cannot have too many flashlights.
Size matters sometimes.
Especially when it's this flashlight, because here's what I want everyone to understand. You're looking at that huge light. I'll turn it off so I can point it right at the camera. Look at that huge flashlight right there, that gigantic halogen bulb. This, when I turn this on, is 20 million candle power. I remember the day I got that 1 million candle power light, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Well, what's better than 1 million candle power, but 20 million candle power. And this puts out such just an amazing beam of light. The beam of light will travel over a half mile. So now I want you to understand, I don't mean that you can see the light from a half mile away. When I'm shooting this light into that dark night or the dark sky, it will travel a half mile. That's how powerful it is. You can see it's just a gigantic, really cool flashlight. I've got the shoulder strap on right here. But look at that. As you're seeing this amazing light, look what you're seeing right there. Jumper cables. I've got jumper cables on both sides. It's powerful enough to give you the cold cranking amps you need to jumpstart your vehicle as well. And what does that mean? That this doesn't take 1 million batteries. It's rechargeable. You can charge it at home, just plug it into an outlet like you do your cell phone, or, which I think is great for that active outdoorsman who's going all around town, this can be charged while you're driving your car as well, so you're always going to have it there ready to go, charge the car. I just think it's a great gift because I spent an entire year since I got this. And the fact is, I may not have used the flashlight for anything all that substantial, but I had it in my truck, and any guy was around, you got to see this flashlight. And I would just take it out, and I would just shoot this into the night sky, and they would be just blown away about how cool this flashlight is. I'm looking for cool things to do with the flashlight.
Right?
But if it's boating and fishing and hunting and hiking, and maybe, you know, a lot of people, and some of the reviews we're hearing is that people just love this flashlight. If you live in a wooded area and you've got the nice porch, you like to sit out on the porch, just shining this into the woods at night and identifying wildlife and things like that has just been tremendous. When you see it, you're going to see right here, that's just showing the difference. There, look at that beam of light, and there he finds his dog right there.
Aww.
This is what separates this light from all others. And then the ability to keep it in your car and jumpstart that car without another vehicle, without another person, because it's got the jumper cables built in, and it's got the power.
Okay. Then you're also shining the light into the engine, or you're warning people that, hey, my car is disabled and, you know, pull around. That's really important to me because I see hazards like that all the time back and forth on my commute here to work. And I think, oh, man, they need to tell people like 5 cars back, especially if you got an SUV in traffic and then you got a little mini normal kind of car behind. You know what it's like. If you've got a normal car and you're behind an SUV, you can't see what's going on in front. You would notice this beam of light. And that's what you want as a disabled driver. You want your vehicle's disabled. You want to tell people, like, hey, we've got a situation here. It's not just putting the trunk and the hood up. And, of course, you want to be able to see. Peter said it. Your husband, your sweetheart, you're going to be showing this off to your friends. It's that, you know, water cooler, but it's actually, you know, in the car kind of show-off moment. And that's so much fun. Plus, it's practical, and it's 3 months at $26.65. When you can get all of that with the novelty, but as well as the performance of a large light like this, It's something I'd never seen before Peter brought it to HSN.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in the hardware store. I haven't seen this in the home store. And that's what I think is exciting about giving this as a gift, because they won't have seen it before unless they're watching us here right now.
That's right.
And you didn't spend a fortune. This is a performance product, and I say this a lot with Peter because he does bring us so many performance products. It's one thing to like something because it's your taste and a blouse, but it's another to have a performance product become a customer pick. It means it really works and it does what we're saying.
Exactly.
So you can trust your fellow shoppers, and we're going to turn down the lights here and show you exactly how bright this is. But I think when you take it outside, you're going to be even more impressed.
Yeah, that's cool. You've got the halogen on there, and you can see that, that's fully adjustable up there, even all the way up. But what I have on right now are the work lights that we have on there. You've got those 12 LED bulbs and those 4 different sections around there. So there you can see the halogen bulb, the 20 million candle power, but also that work light that you have. And then I can just flip that switch, and now I've got that 20 million candle power. I can adjust that all the way down. And let me shine this on the back wall, even back here. What's amazing about this is here it looks like it definitely has that flood effect, but when you're outside and you're in the woods, it shoots a beam of light. You know, I jokingly compare it sometimes to the Hollywood premiere lights, because this is what lights. I was blown away when you see the beam of light that this projects into the sky. It really is amazing. You have that work light as well. It is an incredible light, and honestly, I really believe that guys on your list are going to love getting this light. They will use it. If you are someone who is potentially going to be home and you get nervous about what's happening on the outside of your property, I mean, that's when this really and truly, and you can see it is a searchlight. This can be, that commercial grade searchlight when you really need a searchlight. It's a tremendous light. But just for guys who are outdoors people and you just want to be able to have a powerful, a flashlight that projects light a long way, this is going to be perfect. And again, it has the ability to jumpstart your car. It's completely rechargeable. You can recharge it in your vehicle, which I think is nice because we include the cigarette lighter adapter right there, and then the little charger is right there. You plug it in and you charge it, ready to go. You can see the jumper cables stay nicely tucked in there, and you're set to go. And there in the front, you can see that powerful halogen bulb. There's the 12 LEDs on the outside. And again, you can adjust it. I can show you that. Shoulder strap is there, ready to go. The on-off switch is on the top. Whoops. The on-off switch is right there. So I don't want to hit you with that light. One direction for the powerful light, back for the LEDs. I mean, that's all it takes to operate this light. Keep it charged, and you are going to have the most powerful flashlight, for me, that I've ever seen.
That I've ever seen, too. And quick question for you.
Yes.
When you say keep it charged, do we charge it and then unplug it and let it hang out?
Yeah, I would
say... Or do we have to constantly keep it plugged in?
No, the power will stay in the battery for months. But I would think about every 3 months if you haven't used it, just to make sure you always have that power, especially to jumpstart your car if you're keeping it in your car or truck. Charge it again every 3 months, just to make sure you're keeping that charge up. Yeah, but it'll hold a charge. You don't have to constantly keep it charged, but just to make sure that you always have it set to go. I mean, it is a great light. I mean, if you want a powerful light, and the fact is, and I think I can speak for most guys.
Do tell.
You want a powerful light. But
even if you didn't think you wanted one, now that you see this, don't you want it?
I'm constantly looking at flashlights. I'm like, I don't need another flashlight. Why do I want another flashlight? But I do. And this is one that I think so many guys are going to be really happy for. I was talking to Deb Barker. She does a lot of her items here.
We're doing jewelry on Mar with her
exactly.
coming up in
She bought them for, I think she said, half a dozen guys on her list last year. She was one of the lucky ones who got it last year. So, and they're all happy with it. They love it. So, again, if you're looking for that gift of something that's different, you're pretty sure they don't have this.
Yeah.
You are going to be a hero with this one.
Plus, it can jumpstart your car. We haven't even paid attention to that.
No, exactly.
And that's going to be $79. Peter, you just gave me a deep insight into the male mind. Because
or the lack of a male mind.
Because you're constantly looking for flashlights, and you're like, I don't need one, but you find one and you can't resist like this. That's like me and black tote bags.
There you go.
I'm like, I don't need another black tote bag, but oh, look, this one has a pocket that the other one doesn't have. And so I need it. My husband has cut me off from black tote bags.
I know. Well, I know, my wife Debbie occasionally might feel this way about shoes.
Occasionally,
so handbags and shoes.
Yeah.
But guys, it's got to be the flashlight. And when you find a great flashlight like this, and it's functional. That's the great thing. It's not, as you said, it's not a gag gift.
No.
It is a giant flashlight, and it looks pretty weird when you first see it, but this beam of light, oh yeah, I mean, this beam of light really is impressive. If you were to just fire that beam across the open water, you will be blown away about how far it is. And if you're trying to identify something in the distance, there's nothing like it. The first thing I did when I got this home, waited till it was very dark out, went outside, I stood in the middle of the street, and I was just shooting this beam of light down the street, and it's impressive. It really is. So if you want a powerful flashlight, you know a guy out there who is hiking or is going out at night to hunt and do those different things, fishing.
Yeah.
It is a great, great light. That shoulder strap makes it nice as well because it's such a big light, but just having it and being able to direct this beam of light exactly where you want it to go, and then just having it there on the shoulder strap is nice.
For neighborhood watch people,
for work light.
You know, yeah, work light. I love that. But then
it's a great
again,
light.
Touring your property, hearing the noise out back, and being able to shine this light out the window without even necessarily having to go outside. That's all really, really helpful.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you can charge your car. You can start your car. So put this in the back of your car, charge it up every 3 months. You can charge it while it's in the vehicle as well as at home or in the garage. And now you have that source of light, mobile, on the go. And it's the only flashlight. We have the water light. Okay, that's for your home use, and then you can walk around with it, and it does hold a battery charge for 6 hours. 6 hours. This one is what you have when you are away from the house, when you have driven to the neighbor's place and they have a power outage. You save the day. When you are camping, you're fishing. And Peter's talking about the guys wanting it. I want it, and you know, I don't go camping or fishing unless it's got room service, and unless it's to an aquarium. But I go and look at the nice fishies. This is the power source that is the beacon of light. You think of lighthouses and why they were so important in helping the mariners and the boaters find safe passage and safe to the shore. This is like that for your everyday, and we've gone and taken it to the land. Then you have a car problem. I've certainly had my share of car problems in my day. Being able to have your car started or starting someone else's car. One time I was in the little drive-thru at my dry cleaners, and there was a car behind me, there was my car, and there was a car in front of me. The car in front of me, battery died. Jumped out, helped him out with, you know, that jump starter. Now you have one, you can do the same thing. Otherwise, I was a sandwich in that car situation. We've been waiting all day.
Exactly. And what's so great about this is, I mean, there's many different chargers out there. Some of them are a trickle charger where you have to wait a little bit of time before it starts your car. This, with the jumper cables built in, and obviously that black just goes to the black terminal and the red will go to the positive. This will jump start your car immediately. So you attach the cables and then just go back inside your car and you turn that car key and you are going to jump start your car immediately. And that's what I think is so nice about this. Without flagging down that additional driver, without having to get out of your car, without having to find out, does anyone have jumper cables, and are you willing to help me jump start my car? You can do this on your own. It's simple. It's easy. So this is something, again, that does more than one thing, but it does two things really well. A tremendous, powerful beam of light and that instant jump starter for your car. And there you can see that beam. That's the thing I think you're going to be most impressed by having that tremendous beam. And as I mentioned at the start, 20 million candle power, and this beam of light will project over a half mile. And I know it sounds unbelievable, but when you get this home, please get it home, charge it up, and get outside. And just point it into the night sky.
This is a Christmas Eve present. If you open one present on Christmas Eve, that my family does that, you open a present up on Christmas Eve, make sure he opens this one up so he can go right outside at nighttime.
Sure.
And shine it into the sky. Exactly what Peter's talking about. Peter's hanging out with us because we have your snow shovel, your electric snow shovel coming up. So stick around for that. I expect a lot of you to be responding to it because the need for that. Now, speaking of needs, I'm going to see in a little bit, Peter.
Yes.
Thank you. It's St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We want to take a moment and talk about a very important cause.